Welcome to the channel. I am the Scottish astrologer, and in this video I talk about the astrological ideal working week, which in my opinion should be implemented as it's a much more balanced and, again in my opinion, astrologically perfect week, which I would like to try and show you in this video. Now, as some of you will already know, each day of the week corresponds to a particular planet or luminary. The 7 days of the week for the 5 planets and the sun and moon, which we are able to see with our naked eye. Monday is the day of the moon, Tuesday is the day of Mars, Wednesday is the day of Mercury, Thursday is the day of Jupiter, Friday is the day of Venus, Saturday is the day of Saturn, and Sunday is of course the day of the sun. And so obviously the order of the days of the week as we currently know them is not quite right, again in my opinion. And as we start the week, okay, on a Monday and end on a Sunday, I think it should start on a Sunday and end on a Saturday, as the Sun and Saturn are naturally opposed to one another astrologically. And if you start from the centre of our solar system, which in it sits of course the Sun, and you end with the furthest planet visible from our naked eye, which is of course Saturn, this is naturally the beginning and end. And what's more, the Sun always starts off the day. Okay, the sun rising represents a beginning, a fresh or a new start. And so naturally, the day of the sun being a Sunday, of course, should be the first day. The beginning of the week, it's only natural. It's actually unnatural that we currently end the week with a Sunday as a day of rest. Okay, as it should be. The day of rest should be, of course, the day of Saturn, as Saturn represents contraction and limitations and restrictions. You know, having some alone time, some time to yourself, relaxing and resting and recharging, re-energizing, if you like. Now, the week starting with the day of the moon, Monday, and ending with the day of the sun, Sunday, seems very unnatural when you understand this. And is working 5 or 6 days a week, that's not very natural either. Okay, both are unnatural. It naturally should be balanced, okay, your working week, to equal work and play, if you like, equal work and leisure and family time. We live in a world of opposites and a universe of balance, so this has to naturally account for work and life balance. At the moment, that is not the case, and most people work a lot more days than they don't. And I truly believe this will change in the future. I'm certain of it, as it has to be equal. So 3.5 days work and 3.5 days no work, okay, in general, as the common working week, is what it will end up being. And if you take this philosophy and combine it with what I say is the natural order of the week again would begin with Sunday, day of the sun, which would harmonise nicely, in my opinion, with the fresh first day of the working week. Day 2 would be Monday, day of the moon, which to me would harmonise through this day being the first true day of coming fully back down to earth and into work fully and properly after your time enjoying yourself on the weekend, or now renamed, it would be renamed your midweek. Now this harmonises as the moon is the closest of the heavenly bodies to earth, and so again represents coming back down to earth in this context. As we know, the first day back to work you're not really back down to earth that day. Usually takes day 2 to get into it, as we all know. And so again, the moon harmonising perfectly with day 2, not day 1. And so the third day of the new working week would now be Tuesday, which is a day of Mars, which again harmonizes with the third day of a working week to me, because again, to me, that is the day you work best and hardest, as this harmonizes perfectly with the planet Mars, working at your best and your hardest. To me, that happens not the first or the second day back into work, but the third day. That's when you work at your best, in my opinion anyway. I think most will agree though. And so this again would harmonise with Tuesday, which is the day of Mars, not harmonising with Wednesday. In this new week I'm putting forth, Wednesday would now, which is the day of Mercury, would now become the fourth day, okay? And on this day, it would be half a day of work and half a day to yourself to plan your midweek, if you like, to call your friends and arrange things or whatever. And this day, once again, harmonises, in my opinion, perfectly with the planet Mercury, which is the planet of business in a sense, as it's the planet of traders and merchants. But it is also the planet of communication and your thoughts. So again, would harmonise with a half day of work and a half day of planning, thinking and communicating. Next, the fifth day of the new week would now be Thursday, which is of course the day of Jupiter, which would become the first full day off, a day to spend socialising and or having fun, happiness in general, which harmonises with the planet Jupiter nicely. Now the sixth day would now become Friday, which is a day of Venus, and this would be the second full day off, and a day to either continue socialising, meeting up with love interests, or making yourself look good and go out somewhere like a club and potentially find love, or something more casual, if that's what you're into. Or for those who have love already, who have already found love and have a family and children, again already, this is a time to just spend with your loved ones. And all this harmonises perfectly with Venus. And again, the first 2 days to yourself, socialising and having fun, would perfectly harmonise with Jupiter and Venus, as they are the two benefics. They are the two benevolent planets, and so again perfectly harmonise with the first 2 days off your work. And so last but not least, we would now have the 7th day of the week becoming Saturday, again the day of Saturn, which would be a day of relaxation, limitations and restrictions, a bit alone time, maybe, okay, after your week of work and play. Alone time, if you can get alone time, if you don't have children or family, etc. It's a bit hard to get some alone time to the degree you would like. But if you're single, as much alone time and recharge time as possible on this day, Saturday, which would now be the day of rest, as it harmonises with it much more perfectly than being Sunday, the day of the sun. And now this is the ideal flow of the week, again in my opinion. This is how it should naturally be, and again, to bring harmony and balance to people's lives, I believe there should be an equal work and leisure week. 3.5 days average for work, okay, equal work and leisure, an equal work and leisure week. That's what we all need. That's balance, that's harmony, and it's only natural. And now, obviously, I'm not naive to believe everybody's working week will start on the same day. Some people would work when others were off. But I do think harmony and balance needs to be an integral part of our week once again. I think it will make people feel happier and more productive in general, and be more attuned with nature and the universe as a whole. But this is my opinion and belief, and you may disagree, and that's fine. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you like. Okay folks, I think that's all for this video. A huge thanks for watching. please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell at the right hand side of the subscribe button. Until next time, take care.